Hey everybody, Rosematter here, and welcome to my reaction discussion for episode 5 of Spy Family Season 2. Last episode, I feel like, gave us some insights into some important information about the world of Spy Family. So, there was a quick mention about Anya having some knowledge of ancient languages, I believe. She had to take, like, a quiz, and even though her spelling was very bad, she actually had quite a bit of knowledge about ancient language that she shouldn't know. And Lloyd made a passing comment about how I wonder if this is something related to like how she grew up or where she grew up. But that was just like quickly glossed over. He's like, no, I might be thinking too much into it. But we haven't heard too much about or discovered much about Anya like before she was adopted. So I feel like that was maybe just a hint about something. Maybe we're going to see more of that in the future, like more about the things that she learned or how she knows these things and like how she grew up, because it's been very secretive. They haven't gone into too much, just that she did not have a great childhood. And another mention was, I believe it's called Garden. Frankie was talking about this group of assassins called Garden that took out one of their, members in their spy group. And then we got a thing at the end where Yor took a call from a client, like a regular client. So I don't know if they're implying that she is a member of Garden and whether it was her or someone else from that assassin group that she works with who took out a member of Lloyd's group. So I feel like there is some interesting potential dynamics there about like the two of them, getting into scuffles with each other and occasionally killing each other's members off. But this episode, from what I saw the preview, they seem to be taking a trip on a cruise. I don't know if it's related to Yor's assassin target that she has to take out. They also showed that Yuri is going to be there, so I don't know if he's joining because maybe it's something to do with the secret police. Maybe there's somebody. I was thinking like maybe whoever this target is somebody that Lloyd and Yuri and Yor are all after, and it's just a matter of who gets to them first. I could be totally wrong about that. That's just my guess. But I'm sure Yuri joining them on this trip, if that is what's happening, is sure to cause all sorts of shenanigans as he gets jealous seeing Yor and Lloyd together. But I'm excited for the idea of them actually going on a vacation and a completely different environment. So, anyway, let's go ahead, let's watch this episode, and I will give you guys my thoughts afterwards. Oh, okay, so we've got Yor right off the bat. So this is continuing right from the last episode when she was called from her job saying that like she's got to meet her client. Yes, yes, I am so happy we're finally seeing Thorn Princess. Ooh. So this is like her version of Lloyd checking in with that the woman, the redheaded woman with the hat and the glasses. And of course, you're just like still being so cute. Whoa. Is he just like, I'm just testing you and make sure that you're on your feet. All right, there we go. Yeah. I love how she sees it as like she's an assassin, but she's only doing it to take out evil people. Oh, protection. Does she truly believe that everybody she's taking out are bad people? Is that always the case? I feel like maybe she wants to believe that, or maybe this group that she's working for, whether it's Garden or another group, like maybe they do just take out bad people. But usually with assassins, it's like you just take out basically whoever you get paid to take out. Maybe she refuses to take on cases unless she feels that they're truly bad people. Is she allowed to do that? I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't see your like seeing being the type to just take out people because money. I feel like she has a sense of justice that maybe she only wants to kill people that she feels deserves to be killed. I'm glad we're getting some backstory into like we actually get to see her at work. Okay, so the title of this is Plan to Cross the Border. So I was thinking she was going to be going after a man, but I was wrong. So she is protecting someone and a woman and her kids. So she's going to be even more like, I need to do this. So this will be interesting. So I'm sure that assassins will be on that ship and she's going to have to protect her while also being there with her family. Yeah, Lloyd has all of these kinds of jobs. It's nice to see that Yor actually is taking on something. Because with Yor, whenever she has a thing, it's always like we just see little hints of it. And that's the thing. You're gonna go on you're gonna go with your family. So I wonder how that is. So she's doing this for her job as a civil servant, but somehow Anya, from what we see, Anya was on the ship with her at least, and I'm sure Lloyd is too. Oh, and there's just that Passover with the guy that Lloyd gets his uh I like that there's just like just really quickly we saw the guy that Lloyd gets his intel with. Lloydy. Yeah, Yuri, I was gonna say maybe take your own advice. Knowing Yuri, I wouldn't be surprised if he somehow was tracking her movements and just happened to be waiting on the train just to see her. Right? Maybe she's just so in. Maybe she just that's all she knows how to do. She knows how to do it well, especially because she feels so inadequate at other things, which is like I can kill well, I know how to do this, and maybe she's just so lost in it that that's all she knows and she can't leave it behind. Wait, so do they just win the tickets and they just happen to be on the same boat that Yor is on? Really? Okay. Oh boy, oh boy. Would her she's got a raffle ticket. That would she be able to use her abilities on this? Yes. Yeah, she does. Okay. Yes, for her being able to use her abilities. Oh, she's in on it. Okay. That's right, Anya. You show him. Hey, nice, Anya. I don't know. Really, that seems a little suspect. Like this is how they're gonna have it, so they all go on the cruise together. This feels a little convoluted. Oh, so Lloyd doesn't go with them. I guess I just assumed they were all going together, but okay. Oh, so Lloyd is like, well, I guess I get to come with. Of course. This is the most convoluted thing ever. I will allow it though. But who's gonna look after Bond? Probably Frankie. Gong. And then she's gonna be like, "This is so exciting." She's like, "Yeah, you're right." I mean, also, she probably was like, assassins are cool, so she did want to go on an adventure. Yeah. I was a little worried at first. I was like, oh no, is Lloyd not going to be able to go? They, I'm surprised she's. I was like, why was she so okay with this? And that's the thing, too. She's probably like, oh, this will help with your family, you know? Like, make it look more legit. And Ooting, she's so cute. Was that whole thing about, like, I haven't been on an outing in a while? She does it with Frankie and Bond all the time. Oh, there we go. So maybe she's like, I could be a true, like mom. I could have this family life. So she's saying this is going to be her final mission. We'll see about that. Because, yeah, it's like, really, why does she need to? Like, she initially, I assume she took that job as an assassin to be able to provide for Yuri, but he's grown up. He's got a big boy job. She's got a civil servant job that probably pays decently. Lloyd probably gets paid very well. So, yeah, I can't believe it took her this long to be like, why do I still do this? It's so cute. Well, at least there's get to have some daddy daughter time. But Anya's gonna run off and be like, I gotta help, Mama. Especially if she can read minds, she'll be able to know who the assassins are. And some of them couldn't look any more suspicious. I've never been on a cruise, and I have no desire to at all. Personally, to me, it's a floating petri dish. No, thank you. Some people I know love cruises. I have no desire to go on one. Oh, don't you doubt her. All right. Well, I we're gonna get to see Yor be badass, I'm sure. Also, I did look ahead at like the titles of the other episodes coming up, and it seems like a lot of the season is gonna take place on this boat, which I'm okay with. That's an understatement. And I'm sure, like, because it's a family, like she had to protect Yuri, she probably sees this as even more of like, a mission that she can be proud to execute to its, you know, full potential. I mean, usually she's killing people. This, she got to protect a mom and a baby. I was thinking that almost like her husband died, right? Yeah, they said she was the only one who was the surviving member. You were told this at the briefing. Come on, my memory's terrible. Even I remember this. Maybe it's a thing where it's like yours feeling the same way that she wants to get out of the assassin business. She just wants to live a quiet life with her child. Is she saying like I want to go out? I don't want to be stuck in here the whole time. Famous last words, but I mean, if she's in good hands, right? Exactly. Yor will protect you just fine. But she also can't draw attention to herself, right? Especially with Lloyd and Anya on the ship. Yeah, Yor doesn't exactly have the best poker face, does she? Oh, so maybe Lloyd will notice that someone's suspicious on the board, and he's going to be going after them as well. Oh, for Lloyd, no such thing as a true day off. Operation Rest. Yeah, there we go. Even when he's trying to let loose. Yeah, you can say that all you want. You know that's not true. It's nice that Yor is able to open up to this woman. Like, they seem to have kind of similar, you know, life experiences. Oh, look at how cute she looks. Oh my goodness. She definitely, right? Exactly. Looks definitely less conspicuous. But yeah, like, Yor was actually able to open up a little bit, even if she was just talking out loud to herself about, like, is this family thing truly just for camouflage, or am I actually starting to be attached to them? Yeah, must be nice for Yor to have someone who even understands a little bit how she feels. Aw. Oh, Yor made a little friend. That's so sweet. Now I really hope nothing happens to them. Yor won't let that happen, I know, but I am so nervous. But it'll be interesting if Lloyd actually ends up helping Yor without even realizing what she's doing. Like, he's going to notice that something iffy is going down. He's already suspicious about it. Okay, so I guess when I saw that Yuri was like in the preview for the episode, it was literally they just saw him. They just saw him on the train. I thought he was going to end up on the boat too. Oh no. Uh oh. Oh, okay, that's it. So yes, it does seem like most of this episode, because I believe up to episode 12, I believe, or 10. Either way, like, there's still quite a few episodes, but a lot of the titles are related to being on the cruise ship. So this is going to be a big part of this season, which means that things are not going to be wrapped up anytime soon. This is going to be a big thing, which, like I said, I'm totally fine with. And it's nice to have Yor actually have a mission that we get to see from beginning to end. Like, this has all been Lloyd's thing. Lloyd has been the one who's been taking missions on throughout the whole show. With Yor, we just see little hints of like the aftermath, or she's killed a bunch of people, or um, she comes back from completing a mission and she's a little bloodied up and bruised and whatever. So it's nice to have Yor have her moment and to have it. It's going to be like a long lasting thing. So yeah, I'm excited to see this, and like already I'm invested in this woman who, granted, I know that she was like in the mafia, or she was like a mafia wife, um, but we see that she's got a kid. She's relating to Yor. They're bonding already. Yor's seeing herself in this woman about just wanting to escape a violent life, start a new life with her family, and just live a peaceful life. And I think that's really sweet. And then we've just got Lloyd's whole thing is like trying to relax. The fearsome luxury cruise ship. All right. All right, so that is going to do it for this episode. Like I said at the end, I am happy to have something focusing on Yor and her job for once. And she's actually doing something that's not just killing people. I mean, she will kill if she has to. But I liked that she is actually talking about, maybe giving up being an assassin. And she thought about that herself. That run in with Yuri was important. I think that's what started this whole conversation about, like, why is she still doing this? She has a family now. Granted, the family is just for camouflage. She started with being part of this family in the first place in order to conceal her assassinations so that she looks like just a normal woman. But then I think her whole thing is too, like, she wants to live a peaceful life. But if she gives up being an assassin, then she doesn't need the family as cover anymore, but she likes having the family. She's moved on from having Yuri be her only family to having it's a fake family, but it's not feeling fake to her. And she's saying about, is it really just for camouflage? And if she does give up being an assassin, does she still want to be part of this family? Because she doesn't really need to be part of that family anymore. And then she meets this woman that she has to protect who's I feel like is pushing her more into, like, why is she still doing this? Why is she still living a violent life if she doesn't have to? She has a job. She has a normal job. She doesn't need to make money assassinating. She doesn't have to take care of Yuri anymore. She's just having a lot of doubts, and I like that. And the reasoning behind Lloyd and Anya being on the ship is, like I said, very convoluted, but it would be a lot less fun if they weren't all on the ship together. And I like how Lloyd's whole thing is just he has to have a relaxing family vacation. So his mission is to not be a spy. Like, he has to not be so serious all the time. But even when he's trying to have fun, he's being serious. But knowing that there's, like, these assassins on the ship and, like, they have all these listening devices or whatever, and of course Anya knowing the truth about why Yor is on the ship, I feel like it's only a matter of time before Lloyd realizes something's up and he is going to end up helping Yor accidentally. Obviously, he doesn't know that she's there to protect somebody and that she is an assassin herself. So I feel like at some point they're all going to come together and they're all going to help this woman out and all be part of the mission together. Anya's going to use her abilities, maybe to tip off Lloyd or to tip off Yor that something's going on. Maybe Anya's going to end up saving Yor. I'm excited. There's so much potential. And the fact that this is going to be a multi-part episode, that you can really explore it more. And I'm excited about that. I'm just excited for, like, a new change of scenery. And who's looking after Bond? It'd be so funny if Bond just ended up being on the ship. He somehow snuck on the ship. I'm assuming, like, Frankie's looking after him or something. Maybe they're going to do, like, a quick cut over to, like, what's Bond doing while they're away? Because, like, of course I think about that. But yes, I think that this is a potential cruise ship with an assassin, and you've got the whole family there. And they all know that they're there, but they don't know they don't know why Yor is there. I feel like there's just a lot of potential for, like, fun things to happen and also, like, some crazy action. And yeah, I just think that this is going to be really fun, and I'm really excited to see where they're going to go with this story. And yeah, like I said, just happy to have Yor have her moments where it's focused on her. The story is focused on her and her job and her thoughts. I'm just glad Yor can also find someone that she can like talk about these things with. Granted, she can't go into too much detail about her whole thing, but, like, the woman at least knows what Yor is doing, about how she has, like, a fake family. But it seems like Yor has found somebody that she can connect with, and the woman obviously is trusting her already. And I just think it's sweet that Yor has, like, a friend, even if it's just someone that she's meant to protect. But yeah, I think there's a lot of potential for a lot of fun things to happen, and I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with this. My thing is, like, is there going to be that moment where Lloyd is actually going to find out who Yor actually is, and is that going to cause some drama, especially if she is part of this garden group? Also, I didn't really make that connection that the guy, what do they call him, like the shopkeep or something? He has a big garden, and he seems very into plants, and I'm like, maybe that's where the name came from. So I feel like that's pretty much confirmation. I can't believe I just thought about that until now, that Yor is part of this garden group. I figured she was, otherwise Frankie wouldn't have brought it up, unless there's some sort of, like, other assassination group that we don't know about, but it seems like Yor is part of this group. And that could cause some friction down the line if Lloyd ever finds out, you know, like what Yor is actually doing. But maybe she'll give up being Thorn Princess before then. I don't know. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I really liked it, and I really like the potential for what they can do with this story. So stay tuned next week for episode 6. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye. Special shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Emily Hornsby, Zoran Ether, Revealing Storm, Asborn Kennedy, Icognito, Harry Gazif, and Jared Fan.